Hey everyone, it's me, Curtis Parody, and welcome to another Sims 3 house building video, everyone. This is a pretty big house building video here because it is my last Sims 3 house building video. As we move into the Sims 4 next month, this will be my last house building video. And as such, I've named it something pretty fitting, simply called Paradise, because I think it's probably my best Sims 3 house building video that I've ever created. This is probably my favorite house. I absolutely love how it's built. It's inside of Sunlit Tides, if you are wondering, and of course it's built right on the beach, and the house really takes part of that beach and kind of brings it inside. Lots of glass, lots of windows, and lots of outdoor spaces as well, so I kind of love the way that it all kind of worked together. Now, of course, laying out the foundation here, you can see there's a centralized area inside here. It's really cool. You'll see it once it sort of evolves in the beginning here, but it becomes sort of this living area inside of the house, and a lot of the rooms actually look in towards it. Now at the beginning here, I was going to put water inside of it and a bunch of other cool stuff, but I decided against that and sort of switched it up. You'll see that a little bit later inside of the game. Adding in the second story here. Now, the house is actually just one story here, but of course, the second story here is in the main living room area, just to kind of give this grander feel. I also did a lot of CFE or constrained floor elevation inside of this house here, so a lot of the different parts here are raised up onto different levels just to kind of give it just a different look on the outside here. It's something that I don't normally do, but I thought, hey, for my last Sims 3 house building video, I better do something really freaking cool. So inside of here, just kind of adding a few different elements as well, changing up the roof in a couple different styles here. You'll see that part of the roof that I'm just adding there kind of changes a couple of different times. Here we go inside of the main square area, raising the floor back up and adding in a bunch of sand. I'll tweak that into sort of like a modern Zen garden in the very center of the house, which is really cool. I love the way that once you enter into the house, that's like the first thing you'll see, and you'll see that later in some photos and video that I have, but it's an absolutely awesome space. I kind of love, the idea was that you walk into the house and the main entrance to the house is like this glass hallway that kind of connects the living room area to more of the dining room area on the other side. So kind of cool there. Adding in a bunch of the ceiling elements here. You can actually see a lot of the CFE sort of coming into play here in the different sort of levels. I also played a lot with the stage elevation. That's kind of cool because it's a very short elevation, but it does add depth to the ceiling and the roof, which is pretty cool as well. So here we're just adding some more different parts into the roof here and sort of tweaking a few different things. It took a while to actually get everything sort of the way that I really wanted it to look in the end, but I think it really turned out well. There I'm adding in the sort of deck that goes around the master bedroom. It's kind of sweet because the master bedroom, all of the bedrooms are kind of in this diagonal piece that kind of juts off to the side of the house. And because of that, every bedroom has its own balcony or sort of deck area, and especially the master bedroom has this awesome deck which looks off into the actual ocean around the entire area. So I just love the way that it looks here. This is another one of the decks that are out towards the back of the house here. So it's a really cool look and feel towards everything. Of course, more of that trellis that I've kind of brought around the entire house here. So a really cool look. Love the way that it turned out. And it's just awesome because it's such an awesome space to kind of take advantage of because it's outdoors, there's a lot of palm trees, sand, beautiful views. So I thought you got to do something really cool, an awesome deck back here, and you'll really see that evolve as the video continues. Another awesome pool here, and of course a pool bar because you just have to add one of those because, you know, you just have to. It's one of those things. I also go along to extend the sand here. I couldn't color match the sand for some reason. I just couldn't find the exact sand tone. So you'll notice it's a little bit of a different tone. So sorry about that. If you do download this house though, because you can, it's available for free on the Sims 3 Exchange, or you can download it directly from my website if you are interested. You can of course go in and tweak that sand color if you know the exact sand color that was used inside of Sunlit Tides. But for some reason, I just couldn't find it. I don't know why. This is a really cool thing. I really wanted to do this separate sort of, it's a hot tub area, but it looks like it's just right on the beach. And I really love the way that it turns out. It's right on the corner of the lot, but once you see it a little bit later in the video, you'll notice that sort of like the sand just goes all the way around it, and it kind of stands out its own little piece. So I really love that. It's kind of like a gazebo, but it's modern. It's got like the hot tub on it. It's also got some sun lounge chairs on it as well, which is pretty freaking cool. There you can see the dining room and the main living room area. A really cool piece that I really wanted to extend throughout this house was the idea of not only glass walls, but glass sort of cube areas that just kind of jut out from the house. So you'll notice that the dining room and the living room area both have that sort of idea. The master bedroom kind of has it, but not really a full extent towards it. But it's sort of like this idea that you walk into this area that's just surrounded by glass all around it. So it's really cool on that front. Here we go, adding in the walls into the bedrooms. All those will change in a little bit just because I had to tweak them ever so slightly. There's a bathroom going in right there and a sort of a sitting area off to the one side. Here's another look inside of the living room as it progresses. There's a sunken area here where you can find the TV. There's a holographic TV in there, which is kind of cool. I kind of spiced towards, it's more of like a modern / futuristic house, but it doesn't really look overly futuristic. So you'll notice there's some elements of into the future into here, like the bookcases themselves, and of course the holographic TV. But there's some other elements that are very normal and like current day, if you want to say it, inside of The Sims 3, so that's kind of cool. Here's a cool little sitting area in toward the side here. I love the idea that it kind of flows, like it's part of that main room because it's not separated by doors, but it's sort of separated by this like wall and bookcase. Here's a really cool look at the one bathroom inside of the house here. I love the look of the bathrooms. It's probably one of my favorite parts. You'll see another picture of the master bathroom a little bit later, but it's absolutely amazing. Here's the kitchen. Again, awesome part of the house. I love the way that it turned out. I kind of wanted this idea of like a super open idea towards the kitchen, so it's super modern. You'll see it has the island in the middle. It has two islands actually, as you can tell. One that has, of course, it has a stove in it, and then the other one has all of the chairs along it, sort of like a bar idea. Here is the dining room here, complete with a very large table for all of your Sims to sit at, and matching flooring, just kind of like accent it as well. Some cool little plants to sort of make it a little bit more homey, and a bar in there so that you guys can entertain. Here's the main entrance towards the house. I added wood all around it, so it's like this wood enclosure once you enter it. And of course, here is that beautiful little living atrium inside of the center of it. And it's really cool because once you enter into the house, there's a whole glass wall. And it almost looks like a living photo, and it's really cool. Again, you will see it a little bit later inside of the video. Here's some of the bedrooms in the house. There are 3 bedrooms. There are a single bedroom here, there's a double bedroom, and of course the master bedroom as well. They all kind of have these interesting shapes to go along with them just because of the way that the diagonal worked into the house. So it was interesting to work on all of that, of course. There's a bathroom right up there. You can see it's sort of this octangular room, and there you go. I'm actually adding some pieces into it right now. Again, it was really interesting to design for these actual different buildings or these rooms, just because of the shape that they presented as well. And here is the master bedroom. Again, it sort of has this awesome like curtain effect where there's glass on 2 walls of the entire room, and I love it because it looks just out onto the ocean around. A simple garage in the backyard here. It has 2 garage doors, so you can fit up to like 4 different vehicles or 3 vehicles inside of it. A nice little area in the middle here. I add like a nice little pond. This is one of the 2 ponds that are on the lot itself. So a nice little pond, a little area in the back that's kind of secluded away from the rest of the entire house, adding in a couple of different trees, changing the different colors of the grass here and everything, just to make it feel a little bit more islandy, but a little bit more complete than it just being bare, of course. So palm trees, sprucing it up, changing the elevation of the actual land there to create like a little hill that sort of separates the 2 little areas. Here's the front of the house. I kind of created this angular sort of S-type or curved entrance into the house here, changing up the grass as well, and adding in a nice little pond in the front here to accent the main living room. And there's even a fountain there for your Sims to enjoy if they wish. Onto the other side of the house here, just a few little palm trees, keeping it sparse because I didn't want to overdo it. Though, of course, if you download the house, you can, of course, tweak that to your heart's desire. Here's the back of the house here. You can see this awesome seating areas for your Sims to take advantage of. I love this. This is my favorite area of the whole house, the backyard, because you just see the beautiful landscape of sunlit tides behind you, and it's just awesome. Going into the hot tub area here, of course, tweaking, adding a few little chairs here, and finishing it off on the master deck here. Of course, more couches, more areas to enjoy. So here we are, everyone, a beautiful view of sunlit tides here as we zoom down towards the house. You can see where it's located. It's on this sort of peninsula towards the outside of the entire town. You can see the beautiful shots here. Here is the front of the house here as we pan by, of course, loving the view inside of the dining room and the living room itself, and you'll see that in a mere moment here. It's just a beautiful view of the house itself. Here's another view kind of coming down from over top and looking inside of the dining room itself. You can see the glass on top of the ceiling there, and of course all around this entire area. Love the look of this. Of course, you can only imagine what it would look like at night, and I will have photos of that in a mere moment. Here's the sort of backyard area with all of the different decks coming off of the actual bedrooms here. So it's a kind of a beautiful view here. And here's that hot tub area. As you can see, it sort of stands out from the rest of the house. It's on the beach. So it's a hot tub right on the beach for your Sims to enjoy, of course. Would be beautiful at night again, just like the rest. Here's that awesome deck beside the pool here. As you can see, the beautiful areas to lounge on for your Sims. And of course, there's a barbecue and a beautiful table out here as well for your Sims to entertain at night if they wish. So it's beautiful shots right there. Here we are. This is the main entrance. And again, this living photo idea. Of course, you can see all of the wood surrounding this entire area. And of course, the beautiful atrium inside of the middle there that you kind of see once you first enter into the house. Of course, there's some more skylights populating the different areas here. This is the main living room of the house. Beautiful room. I love the way it turned out here. All of the glass sort of populating the different areas and letting in the beautiful views from outside again. So awesome. Here's the grand piano area. Again, sort of this glass sort of enclosure like a bubble or a fish tank effect to allow in all of the beautiful views of the outside and surrounding. Now, of course, if you enjoyed this house or you want to have this house inside of your game, you can, of course, download this house for yourself on the Sims 3 Exchange or from my website. There are links to that in the description down below this video if you are interested, so make sure you check those out. Another view from the actual pool table inside of the house. You can see all of those two-story bookcases here, which are really cool as well, and the Sim emblem on top of the pool table there, which looks cool. Here's that little sitting area. It's sort of like a reading nook that's off to the one side of the entire main living room here. Sort of a nice cozy room compared to that opulent, very like big room that is the main living room. Here is the kitchen. Again, love the kitchen. You can see the skylight over top of the main kitchen here and the wood sort of accents that are brought into here to separate it out. Again, another shot of the kitchen here, the two double fridges there. You can see the main island right there. And of course, the secondary island where you can actually pull up a chair and actually eat your food if you're interested. Here's the dining room area. Again, look at all of that glass, all of the beautiful views of the outdoors here, because of course, you're living on an island paradise here. You don't want to be stuck inside of a house that can't see all of that. So this is one of the perks of that. Here's the master bedroom, of course. Again, walls of glass to look out over the ocean. What can you just imagine like waking up and just seeing that beautiful view? You wouldn't want to stay in bed all day, at least not as much. Here's one of the bathrooms here. This is the master bathroom. Again, taking in all of that wood aspect here and bringing it into the house. Here's one of my beautiful shots from day into night, everyone, as you can see from the very front of the house here. I just love the view of it. The beautiful colors, those sort of purples and everything, the rich colors, it looks awesome. And here's the main backyard area for yourself to actually see here, transitioning from day into night here. As you can see, the beautiful shots of the ocean in the background. This is what your Sims would experience as the sun is setting inside of Sunlit Tides from my last Sims 3 house building video, Paradise, of course. So beautiful shots here. And one last shot as we leave the house here for the very last time inside of The Sims 3. Here you go. You can see the back of the house here in the pool as we just pull away. We see the final shot. The moon, the beautiful sun, the beautiful moonlight and the purples and everything. And of course, sunlit tides as we push away from The Sims 3 into The Sims 4. Well, everyone, that's it. That's the last Sims 3 house building video that I will create. At least I think that I will create. As The Sims 4 comes out next month, I can't wait to take advantage of that game and sort of see what it has and the potential, and of course, build houses for all of you inside of that game. But if you enjoyed this house today, if you enjoyed Paradise, you can of course download it on the Sims 3 Exchange. There is a link in the description down below, or you can download it straight from my website. Of course, again, links in the description down below. Don't forget to check out the other videos I have on my channel. There are annotations on the screen right now, and you can find me on Facebook or on Twitter. There are, of course, links on the screen right now and available in the description down below if you are interested. If you guys enjoyed the video today, why not hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Sims-based content coming in the near future. Until next time, everyone, I'm Curtis Parody. Happy simming!